What's up, guys? It's Yana here, and I'm back with another freaking video. So we're gonna do a story time. I know we haven't done a story time in so long, but we're gonna do a story time on, I would say, I gave a guy that wasn't my type a chance and he fucked it up. Okay, so I'm not gonna discuss how distant this was, or the timeline really when this exactly happened, because I don't want people putting two and two together. Let's get into this video. So we met on social media, right? I was being broadcast on social media. I was on, if you get what I'm trying to say, I was live, and this person popped up in my live. I'm gonna call him Dog, right? No, I'm gonna call him Squirrel. You guys will realize why I'm gonna call him Squirrel. So me and Squirrel, like, we would, like, you know, talk here and there on, like, on the live. Like, he would, like, comment on there and say different things and try and get my attention, and, you know, so on and so forth. So it was just a simple, like, hey, how you doing? You beautiful, da-da-da, how's your day? You know, stuff like that, right? So it's going good, nothing too, like, crazy going on, right? So I would say about, like, a week and a half later, we started actually chatting on the messages of that social media. And we was talking it up, like, we was getting to know each other a little bit. Like, it wasn't too, like, crazy, though. It was just like okay, da-da-da-da. I didn't think he was really my type, because I was just like, he's not what I usually would go for. Like, he's not like an 8 out of 10. He's like more of like a 6, 7, right? He wasn't really like the type of guy I would go for. But then, like, I started conversating with him and getting to know him, and, like, I thought he was pretty cool, right? So I'm getting to know him and everything, and, you know, push comes to shove, like, we started talking on the phone, and we exchanged numbers, and we was talking on Snapchat. So it was just like, we started, like, you know, really conversating and stuff like that, right? So I thought he was really cool, honestly. Like, you know, we talked it up and everything, and there was not much problems going on. And yeah, I would be on the phone with him and everything. Like, he had a really deep voice, and he was telling me his height, like, he's 6'5", you know, he's African American, you know, stuff like that, whatever the case may be. So it's just like, you know, I'm getting to know him as a person. And it was like good vibes, bro. For a good minute, it was good vibes. But I did start to notice some things that kind of were alarming to me, because if I was in a past relationship with somebody who had those certain type of symptoms, or like certain type of, like, vibe, and I meet someone else with the same kind of vibe, I'm gonna be not triggered, but, like, I'm gonna be alarmed, right? So I started to notice that he has a low attention span, right? And I also started to notice that he overthinks a lot. So I could be talking about something and he could just, like, answer it or just not answer it, and just, like, talk about a whole different type of conversation. So it was just like, what's going on? So I was confused a couple times, but I started to notice those things, but I didn't really, like, think too much on it. I was just like, oh, okay, so I realized this is how you are, this is how you are. I was very honest with him. I kept it a buck 100%. I thought that he respected my honesty, because I'm not gonna go through life trying to hide how I feel, especially about a man. If you do something I don't like, I'm gonna let you know about that right then and there. If you know, act the same way, or, you know, action change, or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna make it known of what I am aware of, you know? Not everything, but just, like, some stuff. I'm not gonna be here and act like, no, I like to communicate, so I'm gonna communicate with you the things I have problems with, right? So, like, we're talking it up and everything, and this is where it starts to get a little bit weird. We was on the phone a lot of the times, and I started to notice that, like, he would get a little bit offended of some of the things I would say. I will always talk about his accent. I will always talk about, like, you know, stuff like that, because I really do like accents. Like, I think accents are cool. But I guess he found it in a triggering way or stuff like that. I don't know. So he will always be like, care to share. So, like, I will always, like, tell him about something, like, you know, like, talk about whatever I want to feel like talking about. So, like, he knows, like, a little things. So, and I know a little bit stuff about him. So it's just like, we're really getting to know each other. But I felt like he just couldn't really take my honesty as I thought, like, you know, because every once in a while I was always mentioning, like, you know, like, I like her accent, like this, like that, but I would never really say I would just say, like, oh my gosh, your accent, or like, oh my gosh, like, you, like, certain stuff, certain words, because while I'm on the phone with him, like, it's not like everything he says, but it's like some words he says would just like catch my attention. I'm like, whoa, like, you said it like that, like, you know, yeah, he had a country accent, I would say, right? So like, I never really had a problem with him, really. I just noticed those type of things, and it kind of like bothered me. And sometimes I felt like he was disregarding me a little bit, because he didn't really know, like, I would ask him a question and he wouldn't answer it, and he would switch the conversation type of shit. So it's like he did have some like flags going around, but I didn't really know if it was like red or not, right? So it became, long story short, it was the last day, not the last day, but like no, actually, go back. So like, after a while, I started to realize that like I wasn't really feeling him as much. I started to realize I wasn't really ready to get back into the talking to people and, you know, the dating scene and stuff like that. So I disclosed to him that I'm not really ready for a relationship. And I was being honest, that's the truth. Like, I wasn't ready. Not only was it because I wasn't ready to be in a relationship with him, but in general, I just wasn't really ready. Like, I wasn't really as open as I thought I would be, you know? So he understood where I was coming from, and he was like, okay. So he's like, do you like talking to me? I was like, yes, at least that's a start, you know, stuff like that. So I was just like, okay, like, you know, it's cool. So it got to like I would say a week or a couple days later, we was on the phone, we was talking it up and everything, and I was talking to him about like school, or like a test I was gonna take for something, right? And you know, like, I will always talk to him like about like, you know, whatever like popped up in my head or whatever. So like, and I grew comfortable with this guy. So I'm talking to him, and I ended up telling him about like a traumatic thing that happened to me not too long ago, but I ended up telling him about it. And he was just like, oh, like, no, not like that, like, I can't believe like a guy would do something like that to you, da 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 da, like the whole nine. Like, he was just like, you know, like, you know, most people would react to what I would, you know, my traumatic experience. So so I had talked to him about it, and he was talking about something in his house, right? And he was like, oh, like, I hear like squirrels upstairs in my roof, I hate that. So just to like pause on that part, the logistics that I know about him is that he knows how to cook, you know, he's a country guy, he has his own place, own car, he has a career job, you know, and he's country, like, he's really, really country. And I never experienced a country guy before, because I'm from the city, you know. So some things that I know that some country people eat, I don't like, you know, I'll be confused by. But basically, like, he was on the phone and he was like, oh, I hear squirrels up on my roof, I should just shoot them and eat them. I said, huh? I said, what? Like, why would you say that? And he was just like, what do you mean? I'm just like, why would you say you're gonna eat a squirrel? And he was just like, you know, he like, oh, like, I'm just playing, not like being serious, but like, I know, you know, like, I have eaten squirrels before and stuff like that. But he was just saying that because like the squirrels were on his roof or something like that. I don't know. He kind of gave off that he has ADHD, and not ADHD, he kind of gives off that he has OCD, like he likes things a certain way. So I don't know, I just want to put that in there. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm on the phone with him, and like, I was talking about how country he is. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so country, da 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 da, whatever. And I was just being honest with him. I know sometimes my honesty can come off a little bit harsh, but if you couldn't take my honesty from the get-go, you could just kept it 100 with me from the get-go. You feel me? Instead of letting that shit ride to the point where, you know, it gets to this scenario, to this case. So basically what happened was, I was talking to him about his country voice, whatever, or whatever thing he was talking about, right? I had a conversation with him about that, and he was like, he threw my traumatic experience back in my face and was like, at least I'm not threw it back in my face. I'm just a country guy who's clean, who ain't dirty, and that. And I was just like, who told you to repeat that? And you know what he did after? He was like, you're so beautiful. Why are you so beautiful? Like, you're so beautiful. And he always compliments me and everything. But like, if I'm trying to check you on something or hold you accountable to something, and he's pushing into the fact that I'm beautiful, it's very alarming. Okay? So I was just like, again, who told you to repeat what I just told you to say? I mean, what I just told you. He was like, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. I hung up the phone. I didn't really cuss this guy out, because why would you do something like that back in my face? But then again, like, it just gave me like I would say the verification that I needed that he's not the guy for me, obviously. Even though I already told him that I'm not ready for a relationship and everything, but it's just like, you keep giving me reasons to not fuck with you for real. You feel me? So I got the phone with him, then he called me back. No, he texted me, he was like, what happened? I called him and I was just like, so what would you do? What you just did? He was like, what did I do? So I was just like, okay. So I said what he did, right? And he was like, dang, like, me not hearing it, that's like a low blow. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. I apologize. I was just like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, oh, do you forgive me? Do you forgive me? I'm like, I don't really forgive you, but like, I accept your apology. Because people like that, like, I'm glad that was shown early on rather than like later on, me to find out that you was low-key that type of person to do something like that, you know? So I had I got the phone with him or whatever, right? And I was talking to my homeboy, and I was just like asking him, like, what do you think? Like, is this like a red flag, or like, you know, just naming, like, just telling him like what's been going on between me and this guy, to get his advice on it. And he was like, that is a red flag. And he said, your intuition is very right. He is not the guy for you. And like, you know, basically like validating what I was already feeling deep down. So I had texted Squirrel, and I was just like, I don't think we should continue this at all. I don't want to speak with you anymore. And he was like, why? What's going on? Like, what I do? Again, lack of accountability. Okay. So then I had said, okay, I'm gonna talk to you in the voice message, right? So I sent voice messages to him, and I was basically telling him how I felt. And he started like kind of like begging for me back, and he was like, no, like I apologize for that, like, you know, I'm sorry, like, he was apologizing. And then after that, he was just like, oh, like after that, he was just like, you know, like you know, but for something like this, like, you know, I will fight for it. I wouldn't give up on it so easy. I will fight for something like this, you know, like, try not fumble me, I guess you could say. So then, like, I was just like, you know what, okay, I'll give you another chance, but like, to act right, but we're just gonna be friends for now, right? I don't even want to think about a relationship right now, because I'd rather just be friends with you right now, you feel me? So I kind of already had my mind made up. Even though I told him I wanted to just be friends, I kind of already had my mind made up that I was never ever gonna give him a chance, because you crossed the boundary, period. You was never gonna get the access to me ever again. But I would just tell him to be friends, so it could be like not so harsh. I was just like, okay, we can just be cool, like, you know, hi, bye. So, like, that's what was going through my mind. We'll just say, like, you know, text, hey, how you doing, type shit. But that was it. Like, there was nothing else more. That's what I was thinking on, right? So then, like, he was like, oh, thank you, like, you know, whatever. So then we're texting, and I'm just like, okay, like, I'm not really like as like, basically I'm texting very dry. And he was just like, oh, why are you being negative to me? Like, I don't deserve that. I said, what are you talking about? I just said okay. Like, all I said was okay. So what's the issue? And he's like, why are you being so negative? Like, you know, like, I don't deserve stuff like that. I said, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? So then, like, he was just like, oh, whatever, like, right? So then, like, after like a while, he was just like, oh, like, where am I going? I went to my other house. He's going to like his grandma's house to go talk to her with her or something like that. So then, like, I was like, okay, The next morning, he was like, oh, good morning. I was at my grandma's house. It took longer than expected. Like, I hope your night was well. Right? I said, it's cool, and it was. He left me undelivered for like 4 days. He never texted me back, nothing. So what I did, I had unfollowed him off of TikTok. I had unadded him off of Snapchat. And after like a day or two, I noticed that like he had unfollowed me back on TikTok. So I was just like, oh, so what? I don't get it. So you begged for my time for what? That's what I'm thinking. You begged for my time. You begged for me to give you a chance for nothing. Okay, so, and I noticed that he changed his profile pic on TikTok. So I was just like, oh, so you really trying to play in my face right now? Okay, alright. So I have some screenshots here. I might put them up here. Maybe, maybe not. But I have some screenshots, and right now I'm gonna read them to you guys because ain't no way. So I started like on the last day of us like speaking, I started screen recording our chat because I was gonna send it to my friends, and I don't really have much I'm very bold, I don't really care. So he can see that I screen recorded him. This is on Snapchat. He can see that I screen recorded him, and mind you, I don't like talking on Snapchat either. It was just for our voice messages, but for some reason, like Android, well, he's an Android, so it was not gonna, yeah, or something like that, I don't know, but it was better for us to do it on Snapchat, whatever. So yeah, why is it okay? So basically I started screen recording everything and sending to my friend. My friend was like, dang, you like boldly screen recording. I was like, I do not care. I do not care. So after I was screen recording, I said he want to text me what's up. No, then I opened it, and then like he started screenshotting the chat, and he deleted something, right? Then he said LOL. I text back, I said laugh my ass off. And I took a screenshot, and then like he went ahead and deleted whatever he said, right? Then he sent me a confusing emoji. I said, you don't gotta delete, speak your piece. He's talking about why you screen recording. I said, because I want to keep a recording of what you said before you fumbled me, because you begged for my time, then try to act like it's the other way around. No. So he's talking about fumbled, what changed.
Are you slow? Huh? What?
I said, not you being clueless. I said, you don't have to fake this anymore. No call, no show equal next. He's talking about give then receive, Yana. I could say the same. I said, say the same. What the hell are you talking about? I texted you back. You didn't text me back. You started all this with that low blow, but wanna act like I did something to you. Please. Right? He's talking about did have family business to attend, but that's besides the fact, I guess. I don't give a fuck what you had going on. Okay? You took 4 days to text me back, and you never did that before. You are on the app. You changed your picture. You acknowledge everything else but text me back, and you talking about some damn family issue? I don't give a flying what you got. So then I said, squirrel, you didn't communicate, especially when you told me you was gonna work on it. You told me all those things in the voice message, and I'm thinking we can fix it just be cool for now, but you didn't text me, so it's a wrap. You know exactly what you're doing. Period. Don't play with me. And then you're not even on my level. Don't try. And me, I was just like, I'm gonna ghost, but I'm gonna speak my piece first. Period. Yeah. So he was like, yeah, apologies for being narcissistic in a way. I said, so you're acknowledging you're a narcissist? Okay. So I said, yes, you are. Then he's talking about some damn don't be green, and he said it still works both ways. I don't even know what he's talking about. What do you mean both ways? I texted you. You didn't text me back. What are you talking about? So then I was just like, what are you talking about? Just take the accountability. If I was really like, fuck it, I would have just not responded. It's never that deep. Don't play with me. Then I said, I responded to the part where he said, don't be green. I said, no, I'm being honest and holding you accountable for your doings. I said, you keep doing stuff and expect me to look the other way just because you're calling me beautiful. It's manipulation, giving narcissism for real. He's talking about other stuff. So you don't like being called beautiful? That's different.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
this guy's a narcissist and he's trying to gaslight me and it's not working. Do you think I'm dumb or stupid? You're completely disregarding everything I'm saying. So then he's talking about some damn for sure. Not trying to manipulate. What you want? I said, damn, you a victim. Got a couple screws loose, I see. You're a narcissist. You disregarded everything I said and ended it with the what you on. You toxic. You ain't shit for real. Period. He's talking about some damn, you know I don't deserve that. Not finna feed into your negativity. I grew from that. What negativity? I'm telling you exactly what you are. How's that negative? So then he's talking, I said, you know I don't deserve that either. But I guess. He's talking about, deserve what, dog? I ain't do nothing to you. Said what I said that I didn't mean. I said, He said you wasn't feeling me, so I gave you space. Why you being like that for? I'm like, what? You begged for my fucking time, nigga. You told me to give you a chance. I said we cool, we can be friends. So, what? But I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna fight you on this. Obviously, you're saying a whole bunch of stuff and I'm just not gonna engage. So I was like, oh, alright. He's talking about, huh? What do you mean, alright? I ain't even been rude to you at all. Been more than kind to you. I said, I hear you. I don't know what you want me to say. Because I really didn't. I was so confused. He's talking about, say how you been or I miss you type shit before you come at me. That's the start, I guess. I don't know, whatever you feel you want to say. I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Like, what the hell is he talking about? What do you mean I miss you or how you been? What? Like, you're trying to gaslight me and it's not working. Like, you're deadass trying to gaslight me and it's not working. I'm so confused. I don't even know what he's trying to gaslight me and I don't know what he's talking about. Like, what do you mean, say I miss you or how you been? What? So I was just like, squirrel, you didn't text me back. I don't know what you're talking about, but I hear you. Because I'm not going to go back and forth with you on this. Then he going to text me talking about some damn, got some things I'm taking care of right now. If you ain't trying to talk to me, I'm not finna chase you type shit. I love, also GM. So what I did, I said, oh, so you trying to make it seem like I'm chasing you? Really? Oh, alright. So I was just like, you know what? Let me help you out. I'll let this ass undelivered. You will not get no open text by me. I will not read it. I will not open it. I will not anything. Right? Okay. I said, you can get left. That's it. Days went by. He gonna double text and talk about some damn LOL. LOL? LOL? Thought she was sweet? Let me tell you guys something about me. I don't chase people. I didn't want you in the first place. We was cool. You wanted a chance with me? I gave you a chance to just stay cool with me. And you acting funny? You gaslighting? You being a narcissist? Oh, alright. So then, after he texted me that, obviously I still didn't open the message because it's just like, why would I freaking open a message? So then, like, I would say 3-4 days later, I went live. And he gonna come in my live talking about some damn laughing emoji. I'm like, what the fuck? How is this guy in my live? He gonna respond. I'm looking at the messages, guys. I took screenshots of everything. He said, your finance was on my For You page. Why don't you talk to me no more? Oh, hell nah. Is he okay? I don't think he's okay. It's like, my silence is like my biggest power, for real. Okay? My silence is my biggest power. You will not get access to speak to me ever again. You can see whatever you want to see. I could care less. But speaking to me ever again, you will never get a response ever again. You tried me, you're done. That's it. Period. So I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why is this guy playing? Like, you're a narcissist? I said on the live. I was like, you're a narcissist, you're a gaslighter, and you're a manipulator. And you did a low blow. You did some shit back in my face. You ain't shit. He talking some damn, I ain't playing nothing, the fuck? I said, like, what? Like, why are you still here? Then you gonna talk about some damn, stop commenting, I'm trying to see some shit. What are you trying to see? There's nothing to see. There's nothing to talk about. Why are you on my live? Like, I don't fuck with you no more, obviously. Like, that last conversation was just the last conversation. That was it. Talking about, then he says something, he like, oh, shawty, why you ain't text me back? So now you're waiting for my text. Now you want my time and attention. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Like, you know what you was doing, so I don't know why you acting all lost now. He gonna put, you acting like you was my chick or something, LOL. I said, yo, there we go right there. Then people in the comments were defending me because I was talking to him in the comments. I mean, on the live, so like everyone's like seeing what's going on, and they're like, okay, but you're proving her point that you're a narcissist, right? Like, you know that, right? So people like are like telling him like, yo, like, check yourself. So I'm actually glad that people were like noticing like, yo, these guys are really like, he's not it. So then someone in the comments trying to get with me, right? Usual, like, it's how I always be on live, right? And then like he gonna add the person talking about chill. So the person had added him back and they were like, what do you mean chill? And then he gonna add the person and he was like, Square gonna add the person talking about, you don't need to be talking with her. I was like, you don't own me, nigga. What are you talking about? Don't be Delulu. Okay? Don't be Delulu. That's why I said the real big pimping is really the girls, for real. Because once a girl stop giving you attention, the girl leave your ass alone, the girl stand on business, y'all don't know what to do. Y'all become stalkers. Like, it's just insane. Like, you're a stalker for real. Then the guy had at him and was like, y'all go together? He was like, no, I'm trying to be. You're trying to be what? Your chance is done. I told you that. This guy's delusional. He's delusional. Then he gonna put in the comments talking about, so you ain't finna call me back? I'm like, I read it and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna screenshot that shit because I don't know what he's talking about. So someone else in the comments was talking about taking me out on a date. So he gonna comment talking about what happened to our date. He must have time today. Mind you, I read it, but I didn't like respond to him. Like, I was done responding to him the moment he was talking about something. He was acting like he my chick or something. I was done responding to him. I was not talking to him ever again. That was done. That was finito. Okay. Then he gonna talk about some damn more. I don't know what he was talking about, but then after that he got off my live and I was just done. I'm hoping that he doesn't pop up on my live again or does not text me back or anything else like that, because you're weird. Obviously, for someone who said they're not gonna chase me, you're doing a lot of chasing. Because going on my live and talking all that stuff and trying to go against some other guy is real delusional. Like, you thought that you really thought that you had a chance with me. Ever. And this is what happens when you give an ugly guy a chance. Which is what my sister said. But I said, I wouldn't say give an ugly guy a chance. This is what happens when you, like, meet people, basically. Like, you get these different experiences and you just never know who you're really talking to for real. But I'm super glad that he doesn't know my address, doesn't know not me much stuff about me, so he can't really, like, do shit. But it's just like a weird, like, don't go in my life ever again. Like, didn't you unfollow me? Your For You page. Okay, you didn't have to go click on it. You know, so this is very weird. But anyways, that's it for this story time. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn my post notifications off when I post a new video. Comment down below what y'all think of this experience I just had. Like, what the fuck is this? All right, bye guys.